The last roundup.
Hey everyone, I'm Pat, one half of Ghostly Podcast, and you are listening to my good friends over at the Last Roundup Horror Show podcast.
Hey, did you see the guy drop kick Schwarzenegger? How fucking dare you?
I love it.
Who the fuck are you?
Because did you see him bounce off and Schwarzenegger look back like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah, well that man's made
Didn't
of
he say that he
made of steel.
didn't even notice?
He said it was like he thought somebody bumped into him. The guy ran,
Bumped
and
into
karate
him?
kicked him.
He kicked him with both feet. He flew in from the side.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, you badass motherfucker.
He's gonna start doing fucking signs, man.
Yeah, you're so gangster.
God, do you remember that shit? Jesus Christ.
I believe I borrowed my first rap CD.
I remember dancing to this at a dance in school.
Really?
Yeah.
You danced with a girl?
You were boxing?
All right, slow down.
I was kind of boxing her a little. Yeah, I was dancing her, but I had her arms like this, and I was like...
So, do you what grade is this?
Oh, I'm just kidding. That was 6th or 7th grade, probably. Whenever this song came out, I think I was in middle school.
And you had a lady friend.
Well, yeah, I had lots of them.
Wow.
I'm very handsome and popular.
So you slow dance with this girl at
Slow
6th
dance with
grade?
a lot of girls, player.
A lot of girls. I've never slow danced with a girl. Ever.
Well, that's...
Neither have I never went to any dances, though.
Yeah.
You can slow dance with your wife right now tonight if you wanted to.
She's not gonna... Why would she want to do that?
I'm just saying, like you.
We're on
you
the
can
same page on that.
Mark that off as a thing that you haven't done. Who hasn't slow danced?
I would, but I'm sure if I went to grab a woman like that she'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Well, you got to be at the right spot. You can't just do it at like Walmart. You got to be at
Why
a
not?
place that's playing music.
Why not?
Can we turn off the Warren G? Because I can't use... I can't use any of this.
Just take that part
flags. Copyright. They'll block my video.
They don't have Warren G.
out. Regulate.
Believe me, dude.
Believe that.
Believe me.
Jason,
Yeet. What's yeet mean?
it changes out here, dude.
Does anybody know what yeet means?
Jason changes, man. He's
It's
changing.
real.
over
It's
there.
real street.
Goddamn gangster.
Just hit the
It's
hit the west side of the LBC.
Yeah.
It's a horror
Go get
gangster.
flag. You get flag.
Oh fuck! Welcome to the Last Roundup Horror Show. I'm Frank.
Josh.
There's Josh. Who else we got? Say your name so people know your voice is
Oh,
attached
come
to
on, Frank.
it. We got Jason over here.
Jason and Randy.
Randy.
What's
Ray
your name?
McGuff. Ray McGuff.
Why not Randall?
Rambly.
Randall Woden. Randall.
Yeah,
His
Randall
mom
Woman.
said so.
That's right, because the mom said
That's what the book says, Randall Woman.
it does. Correct.
Randall.
Author, guest author,
That's yes,
or
author.
house
Guest author.
author.
Did it myself. Self-taught.
I'm a
DIY.
I'm a little privileged. Right now.
DIY.
Sure.
Wait a minute, I just gotta say something. I feel a little privileged.
Shut up.
No, I'm sitting right next to an author.
Get out of here.
Genuine article.
A collection. He's got a collection.
Randall K. Woden.
Okay, as in
Knight.
win it. That is certificate.
But yeah, that's
Kilowatt.
I feel really good, but Jared does have it published. Boy, I'm sorry.
No, I hear the.
All right.
He does. I see a
He's
lot
sick of Jared's success.
Yeah. I love the
band,
guy.
signed band. Oh, look at this.
Look, I like the guy.
Look at you, Frank.
But why
Look
can't
at your
you-
camera.
Oh fuck! I'm not
Frank,
even in the
come
shot.
on.
Why can't he, just calm down? He doesn't need to conquer all the world. That's all.
Just cut me out. Just go ahead and cut me out, Frank.
Sit closer to Jason.
I'm not
Don't be
very
so
good.
scared.
You're good.
He likes you.
Oh well.
You guys should get a love seat over there.
No, the other way.
What the hell? You know, you can't have everything can't be perfect.
Boom.
Let's
Look
talk
at it. It's
about
perfect. It's
movies.
perfect.
Let's talk about movies.
Could be.
Kuso.
Jesus.
Summary. Events unfold after a devastating
You fucking
earthquake in Los Angeles. Directed by Flying Lotus.
Bat?
Gentlemen.
No, I saw a bat.
Oh,
I
I'm
think.
sorry. There's a bat.
Well, this is a
Yeah,
horror show.
I've been circled and swooped before.
Very nice.
All right. Yeah.
It's gonna get creepy in here. I hate him, so it's gonna be hectic if that happens.
Yeah, I don't like him either.
We got cameras going.
I've ran out of here before.
Good.
Directed by Flying Lotus.
You're right in my path. You might get trampled. Right.
Hey,
I
We're all
might
gonna
run
get
you
knocked
over.
over.
I want to save
This
your
might be
life.
Oh
destroyed.
god, all over our whole thing, my whole life.
I'll just hit it with this pipe.
Now come on, Ray.
Yeah, you keep that pipe there in case we need it. Directed by Flying Lotus, mostly known for as a musician and composer. Written by David Firth, who did who did Salad Fingers. What are you doing? Trusting my keys? Oh fuck! Salad Finger, the guy that wrote, the guy that did Salad Fingers.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, you know that weird internet cartoon? You've probably seen it. Anyways, what do you got?
God.
I couldn't find a tagline for this. There's probably not one. Distributor, Brain Feeder Films, out on Blu-ray. No release of that I'm aware of. I think it's just on Shudder.
Yep, I believe you're right.
There's a reason. Probably a reason there.
This movie received a large number of walkouts at Sundance and was deemed the grossest movie ever by The Verge. So it's an award. Cast highlights: Hannibal Buress. You know who he is?
Mm-mm.
He's a comedian. He's the guy that outed Bill Cosby.
I know
basically.
George Clinton.
George Clinton from Parliament Funkadelic. Tim Heidecker from Tim and Eric.
I know the name.
Anders Holm from Workaholics.
That's great.
Carry on.
It caught me off guard how much I liked the manic jazz song at the beginning. I liked it a lot. Now, I'm not the most observant viewer. You guys both watched this. There's a scene at the beginning, and this dude has a chick choke him while he jerks off.
I half watched this.
Okay. There's a scene where this guy has a girl choke him while he jerks off.
While I'm trying to eat my peanut butter sandwich. This is what that scene comes on.
Does he wipe his cum on her face with his hand?
Yep.
And then kiss her with the cum dripping all over her lips?
Yep.
Is that what I'm looking at?
That happened.
That's fucking gross, man.
What did you just say?
And they have boils and
Yeah.
disease all over their face. all over their
This
face.
guy has
disgusting.
this, like prostate. She's either,
It is.
she's either a whore or
I ain't about this life.
Yeah.
I want to move on from that kind of weird shit. God.
I thought the style of this movie was really cool. Clearly, all the stories.
I don't want to do that no more.
Clearly, all the stories are within the same strange universe. I like the art style. I think that all the pieces fit together in an odd kind of way. This movie was designed to make you feel like uneasy and terrible. It's like if Adult Swim made a horror movie. There's some deep web sort of fuckery involving. There's a scene where they use old Match Game footage. And they fuck it all up, and it's like this. It turns into this like bizarre nightmare. I don't know. It's if you were on the wrong substance while you watched it, it'd be very unenjoyable. This is kind of like an anthology movie. I like the sound design a lot. That you can. I mean, he's a musician, so makes sense. This is kind of like this movie's what the Oregonian wanted to be, like a tripped out, fucking weird. Messed up movie. The George Clinton.
Awful.
There's a scene with George Clinton that is probably the weirdest shit I've ever seen in my life. I can describe it. It's George.
Go ahead and describe it.
George Clinton
From shit out of a lobster.
from Parliament Funkadelic.
I was going in and out of consciousness watching this movie. Frank!
George Clinton squats over another man while he's got like a prosthetic ass on. He proceeds to sing a little song with the guy.
Why did he agree to do this movie?
I don't know.
George Clinton? He seems like a better person than that.
Yeah, it was definitely weird. Then they sing this little song that compels this weird insect to crawl out of George Clinton's asshole. And the guy laying on the floor drinks some nasty liquids out of this bug's antenna. It's real fucking weird. I love the segment where the girl has the little talking face on her neck. It's hilariously uncomfortable. I like that a lot. I'm not usually into stuff that's this surreal, but this is a thoroughly entertaining and strange piece of art. I thought it was amusing and bizarre. I like all the music. Overall, I give this an 8 out of 10. It lost some points because it gets a little too pornographic at points.
Yeah, that's what's wrong with it.
Well, what's
Take
wrong?
those points away.
Tell me what's wrong with it.
I like that it's the artistic has visual appeal. I was entertained while watching it. I watched it through not without any really problems. Like, I was always entertained. They do a lot of cool stuff. I would like them to see that style of movie with actually a story and
Right.
just
Structure.
a horror movie. This was just a bunch of like, I don't know. You know when they put like they try to like hypnotize you, whatever, with like visuals,
Right.
like what they do with the rage on the monkeys in 28 Days.
Right.
Anyway,
Yeah,
flashing
yeah.
all those pictures of just violence,
Yeah.
and then that's what I felt like I was watching this movie. Just a bunch of nonsense. The story doesn't matter, even if there is one. I don't know.
There's
'Cause
not.
I
Really.
wasn't.
That's why I said it's like an anthology because it's each segment.
Yeah,
They're
I
kind of
wasn't
connected.
really paying
But
attention. So, but it doesn't matter because this is just made for shock value. Like nothing else matters. Aren't you glad you never watched this movie on drugs?
yeah.
Can you imagine? I would like to see that movie. I want to see someone watch this movie on acid. Just watch that.
I watched
for a little bit.
Requiem for a Dream on acid one time. I don't advise even doing that. And this movie would make you go insane. I think.
Yeah, it's just disgusting, gross. It's pus and cum and blood and just fucking all the other body fluids that there is, just all mixed together.
Come.
I'm sure there's an odd.
You ain't no Lord. You ain't no Lord fearing man. For come.
I'm sure there's an audience for this.
Yeah,
I can
this
see
psycho
Fish
over
liking
here.
this,
Yeah.
you liking it. It's just Derek Collins.
I like that.
It's just weird.
Yeah, they fucking
It's not for me.
hardcore.
I gave it a 3.
Nice.
Wow. So what you say?
Yeah. So I turned this on in an afternoon. Yeah, I'm pissed off.
He's throwing the music.
Yeah, I'm pissed off. I got rid of you and your movies. And here, this seat.
Watch this. Watch this movie.
Does this
Yeah.
remind you of shit I used to make you
Yeah.
watch? Yeah.
Just the movie you'd walk up, put the VCR tape in.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I used to do that all the time. My move would be I would just make a tape at home and take it to your house and walk in and just put it in. You'd be like, hey, what are you doing? What are you putting in?
No one's getting up to change it.
So yeah, I was
It's like a
forced to watch.
compilation of fucking
Yeah.
cartoons. And
That's what it felt like I was watching.
that's
I
why
felt
I
like
liked it.
you did the movie.
Actually, a lot of the collages look
The
like.
editing, he pieced it together. Just a bunch of nonsense.
So after no, I'm not done. After I turned this movie on, that's when this chick came over.
Perfect time.
Yeah, and so I'm just leaving it on. So we get up on the bed. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
Huh?
You
We
know,
get
like,
on the bed.
Climb up on it.
Yeah, we get on the bed and take our pants down.
and then you grab her bags of sand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we're doing what the birds talk about.
Always talk about something like that.
Yeah. So that scene where the bitch has got a boil on her fucking neck,
Yeah.
and the fucking dude fucks it,
Oh yeah.
and he comes in it.
Yeah, he does. And then it's like
Yeah, it's just sitting there smooching up the
smooching the cum out.
up the semen.
What do you think? What do you think, Ray? Does it sound?
Sounds awful.
You should try.
You watch it?
I don't wanna
Can you
watch
pull up
this.
a bad review off of IMDb on your phone?
Yeah, I can try.
Unless that's a pain in the ass.
I can do it.
It sounds like a fucking rape scene. Is what it sounds like.
It was vulgar, man. That's why I said it got too pornographic.
I wish I would have had Ann watch this one with me.
Oh
Oh
god.
god, she'd have you out of here.
I wouldn't.
Probably.
That would be very.
But she knows. Anytime I say it's a Frank pick, she knows what I mean.
Oh.
She knows. She
Never
knows
anything. You can't use this as the gauge. This is wild.
What's the name of it again?
It's a Frank
Kuso.
pick.
Kuso.
It's a Frank pick.
But what do you give
Yeah.
it? What do
You can't unpick it.
I give it a 3.
But did you finish your story? What happens whenever the
Oh yeah, so that boil fucking dick thing came up. Instantly,
cooled her off?
instantly, the old juices flow. And she's kind of
If anyone watches this movie after this review, there's something wrong with them.
she's a very conservative lady. Is that the word?
I guess so. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
how conservative can she be if she's fucking you? I'm just saying, like,
You stay out of it.
what's conservative about? I'm very conservative.
Well, maybe that's not the word.
Let's bang parts.
I think it's fucking.
Well, wasn't that the thing? She wanted to be a virgin. Is that what it was? And she had
I'm
a
not
thing
even
on her
sure,
neck. That she's like, you can fuck this thing. That's what I thought the whole thing was.
I tuned in and out of this movie.
Yeah.
I
So,
just-
anyways, I got in a kind of a fucking
Or
spat with her.
What'd she say about it?
She's
Why
like,
would
"What's wrong with you?"
Did you say it was a Frank pick?
What did you just talk
That
to
should
me?
be all the
Yeah,
only
you know,
explanation you
explain that
need.
he's going to be on a podcast.
Yeah.
Might even have to explain what a podcast is.
It's a Frank pick. Baby, don't worry.
I just started laughing because, I knew, like, here's Frank making me watch this movie at the right time that this person's coming over here being offended by it.
Yeah.
Like I'm some psycho sicko
It
that
is
watches
offensive.
that.
It says here's an
offensive.
IMDb review.
Go ahead.
Kuso is something you dare a friend of yours to watch. I'm not sure if it's the grossest film I've ever seen, but it seems like it's weird and disgusting for the sake of being weird and disgusting. I can't say that I like it, but I admire their trying.
I don't think there's much more disgusting. What else is out there?
Pink Flamingos is pretty bad if you haven't seen that.
Yeah, any John Waters movie.
Well, early
Yeah,
John
early.
Waters is pretty.
What's worse?
Have you seen this movie? You
No,
haven't seen this
no,
movie.
I haven't.
Pink Flamingos has a scene where an asshole sings like
Yeah, I
one
see
of those.
But isn't the whole movie of that? Because that's what this is.
No.
Stop
Divine
this.
eats dog shit, like a dog shits, and
Maybe it has the
picks
most
it up and
disgusting
eats it.
parts.
The goal of
That dude fucking that boil and that slopping up that cum.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
That was.
that is probably
And it's
the
like
worst
that's
thing
like the
ever.
first. It's the first story, like right after the musical thing in the beginning, which was just.
I just feel
was
bad.
crazy.
So did
What?
you get to talk
I
your
mean-
way out of it?
When you,
Did he get to talk his way out of it? Like, explaining, like, I do this podcast sometimes. And
What are you talking?
I'm just saying, like, the
just
girl,
start things out
like,
with the
when
way
she's
you-
yelling at you, to just go, no, my friend Frank's insane. That's
No,
what
I
I'm
just
saying.
kept laughing at
Oh.
it, which made it worse. Why are you laughing? I'm saying, what?
Oh,
This is
Jesus.
disgusting. I'm trying to
well, what did
person
you give it?
watches
What's
it.
your score?
Yeah, I feel bad.
I give it a 3. I thought.
Yeah, he's right on.
Okay.
We
Did
give
I
him
already-
3.
did you already
You give
establish
it an
it?
8, which I knew he was going to give it a high score. It's a Frank pick.
Yeah, that caused you a problem,
Go
too.
ahead, give a review.
Oh, I didn't see it.
It doesn't matter.
I'd say from what I've heard, one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you listen to this. And
Does
be
it sound
yes.
like the movie you would watch?
Oh,
I'm
never in
checking
a
that
million
out.
years.
More people.
Yeah.
I've had so many people that have posted on the YouTube Oregonian review.
We should have said
that we should have not used the word "cum."
We're going to get flagged for sure.
That is a dirty word.
It is
I'm gonna
filthy.
It's coming.
All right.
Demon Wind from
Oh,
1990.
boy.
With the need to investigate the mysterious death of his grandparents, Corey and his friends assemble back to the old farm where it all began 60 years
Let me
earlier.
read a story.
Sit right back, gentlemen. I can't remember what my thoughts are anymore, so I have to write them down.
Paul's gonna read.
Written and directed by Charles Philip Moore. What do you have?
Tagline: Now you see it, now you don't. Now you're dead, and there's dead in the air. It'll blow you away. Distributed by United Filmmakers on Blu-ray through Vinegar Syndrome, 2017.
You own it. He's got it in his collection.
It's a good one.
Loves it.
I thought the movie had sort of an Evil Dead vibe with porn, soap opera, great acting. The gas station diner. You'll never see one of these places in a serious drama. They're only reserved for these type of movies. The only beverages they have, gentlemen.
Well, I'm just saying that this time you're trying to read. This guy's yawning over here.
I'm sorry.
He's
Straight, Randy. Show some respect.
Is he drooling?
Now he's drooling.
I spit on myself. It's fine.
He did
Go
fall
on.
asleep.
Well, yeah, he's drooling, falling asleep.
He's hungry.
I just have been up since
Just
6,
wake
like
up.
37.
He mowed today.
I mowed.
He mowed.
Okay.
The only beverages at this gas station diner are Coke, beer, water, and goat's milk.
Ooh.
So that's a unique choice.
You ever had good smell?
No, I haven't. But I wouldn't buy it at this place because it seems like their gasoline might have expired. You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry.
You all right? You falling asleep yet?
No. I snorted because I was laughing so hard.
There's an old prophet type guy who, spoiler alert, turns out to be the guy, right? You know what I'm saying? The killer. A lot of tropes in this movie, but they pull them all off. There's a couple things I don't understand about this movie. Why is Corey totally cool with Del coming in and kissing his woman aggressively on the lips? Like, this dude just comes in and kisses this guy's girlfriend, and he doesn't give a shit. How the fuck did Corey convince all these guys to come on this stupid trip with him? What?
It's a come word.
Calm down, Frank.
I said, how did he convince all these assholes to come?
To come all over.
I like that we've established that you get flags for saying that word.
What?
I'm not going to say it again. It's like Beetlejuice. You don't want to say it too many times.
What was the
It might
sentence?
happen.
What was the sentence?
What was the sentence?
Yeah.
How the fuck did Corey convince all these assholes to follow him on this cryptic quest based on his dreams?
Oh.
Please use it in a sentence.
If I told you guys,
Yeah.
Any other
Hey, guys.
definitions?
I've got if I told you guys, hey man, I've been having these dreams. We got to go to my grandpa's cabin. I got to figure out what happened up there. Would you fucking people come?
Yes.
You
Yes,
would?
I would.
You're looking for adventure though.
I would be like, Frank clearly is disturbed. We have to go help him.
Jason's got a family and stuff.
Depends on how far. Like, I don't know how far away it is.
Is it outside of Dunkirk?
You wouldn't travel outside of Ohio anyway, so it's got to be somewhere.
Is there a drive-through? Is there not?
What's on the way there?
Yeah. I hope there's a Hardee's.
It's got to be a rest stop every 50
We gotta plan
miles.
this thing out. At the end, what exactly happens? Corey sprinkles some magic cocaine on the floor and turns it into a character from Alien Nation. I don't understand what happens a lot of times in this movie. I thought Del was going to be the most unlikable character until those two magician idiots showed up, and they're pretty fucking terrible. This is one of those movies where I can 100% promise that I would never be in this situation, because if I saw a wall that had a door in it and you could see behind
Well,
it,
obviously, Frank. come
would
on.
you go in there?
No.
No.
Hell no.
No.
Hell no.
This guy's
Back
done
in the
this-
room.
He's done this fuck.
Subway.
He's like, we can sleep in the cars or in this room that is this weird fucking room. Which one would you sleep in?
I don't know, Frank.
Just a lot of fucked up decisions,
know,
man.
Stop asking these.
They almost got killed in this haunted, weird room.
What would you do? Sleep
Not
in the
go
car?
in there at
you
all.
sleeping in the car?
Yes.
I think I went.
They just don't know what he gonna do.
Because you got the
Pick
two
that wrong out
weird.
of
There's
window.
these two weird like ghost girls outside. I don't know the whole situation. I'll tell you what, wouldn't be comfortable. Oh god, fucking suck. This movie it says it was 1990, but this is 80s fucking
Absolutely.
80s as
This-
fuck.
This feels very much 80s. I don't know how it was in the 90s.
The only 90s thing I saw was the guy with glasses is rocking a fucking rat tail.
I guess 1990 is not far removed.
Did you guys recognize Lou Diamond Phillips?
Fucking know it. Chavez.
He was a demon.
I did.
He was a demon in this movie because his wife was one of the
Well,
assistant directors at the
Well, if
time.
he was in makeup, did you recognize him?
Yeah, he was in. I recognized him because I had saw a picture before I watched the movie, but he went by the name Louis Jim Phipps.
Look at him.
Where?
Look at him. Oh, all of you are looking.
Is there a bat in here?
No.
He's lying.
I thought it was a
King of
spider.
lies.
He's the king of lies.
King of lies. Oh, there's a bat.
Look out, there's a bear. Look at that great outdoors. What a great movie that is. Come on, Frank, spit it out.
Here's some weird. I went deep on this
Jesus,
because, like I said, Lou Diamond Phillips is in this. He goes by Louis Jim Phipps in this movie. But the thing that's funny is his wife was Julie Seifert, who divorced him in 1990 and then almost immediately got married to Melissa Etheridge.
Fucking
No, really.
Yeah, and then they had a baby. Do you know that the baby?
fucking bitch.
The baby that. Fucking listen to me. This is interesting shit.
What is this, divorce court?
No, listen, goddammit, it's fucking weird. I want to say this shit that's true that you probably don't know. That
Let's hear
this woman that was married to Lou Diamond Phillips
I'm
that got
in.
him into this fucking movie
I'm interested now.
married Melissa Etheridge. They had 2 kids. This lesbian couple.
David Crosby.
You're right.
I heard
David
this.
Crosby
already
from
knew.
Crosby, Stills,
I
and
tuned
Nash.
out. Who's Melissa Etheridge dating?
We're gonna just
Crosby
move on.
still.
No, David Crosby
guy
is the
from-
sperm.
He sired
that
their
made-
children.
Crosby's
Her
manager.
kids.
Yeah.
That's not important. Jesus Christ. In case anybody wants to know the name of the topless demon in this movie, her name is Tiffany Million. And she is a porn star known for such films as The Beverly Hillbillies,
Yes.
The Crease Master,
Oh.
Splatman, and Butt Slammers 4 Down and Dirty.
Oh, that one I'm
Just to name a few, there's a lot
Wait a
of them.
minute.
I wonder if the other 3 are as good.
This down. Write
Butt
that down.
Slammers 4
Oh, I don't know.
Down and Dirty.
Butt slammers.
Butt slammers.
I like The Crease Master.
Pornhub.
He's gonna send me a link of that. Butt slammers.
Butt Slammers 4 Down and Dirty.
Yeah, it's
A lot of poop in it. The final demon looks a lot like an orc from Lord of the Rings, and has the magical abilities. He has like amazing magic abilities for some reason, and it's a lot of really great '80s like animation. I guess it's like drawn animation. This is a pretty fantastic movie until all the weird shit at the end with Corey turning into some variation of Nightbreed or whatever.
It's awful. They've really failed on that one.
I like all the shitty animated lightning and other terrible hand-drawn effects. It's a fun 80s mix them up with elements of zombie films, demon films, occult films, and all the things you love about this era. 7 out of 10.
Yeah, it's not a good movie. It's not a good movie, but it's enjoyable. I really like it. It's Evil Dead with Night of the Demons, and throw in Troll 2. It's one of those. 80s tone from a 90s movie. The acting bad. Their delivery is bad. The way they react to some situations is it's awful. But that's kind of where the Troll 2 element comes in.
Right.
It's a simple story. Doesn't make a lot of sense. Some plot holes. But it's about this movie's about the demons. They got some cool looking demons and just like base the rest of the movie off around these creatures. It's what it comes off as. I got the Vinegar Syndrome transfer. It looks great. It's cheesy, ridiculous nonsense. I give it an 8.
Love it. Love you.
Is that what you got?
That's what I got. I'm gonna tell you right now, Ray. I watched Demon Wind.
Have you seen it before?
No, just recently. So literally when I got Shudder, because I'd wanted to see it, I'd seen that image.
It's really a good image.
Well, I remember seeing it even in the VHS stores back in the day. I remember seeing it on the box, and that was always too hardcore for me to pick up.
So what Patty said?
That's what Patty said.
No,
Patty said
Josh.
that. Yeah, not that one. That's got a demon on it. Really fucked up demon. But I love the art for the box. The effects in it is great. It's got that Evil Dead-ish Night of the Demons kind of feel.
Green blood.
Yeah, I love it. That what's the dude's name in Evil Dead? Does the effects? Come on, give it to me.
Savini?
No, not Evil Dead.
Oh, I don't know.
How dare you?
I don't know the
sorry.
effects guys as much as you probably do.
Yeah.
We never even mentioned the
At
effects guys.
every convention,
Yeah,
Cinema
exactly.
Wasteland.
Can't think.
Tim Sullivan?
Tom Sullivan.
Tom.
There we go.
Tom Sullivan.
I knew we'd
So
get it.
he's
So not Savini.
no, not
It was
Savini.
Savini.
Not even close. He does Evil Dead, so he does a lot of that animation shit. So I don't know, was this after Evil Dead, the first one?
Yeah, this
is
was
90.
1990.
Okay, so that's heavy.
Doesn't even seem like it, does it?
No. Because, yeah,
Definitely 86.
it gives that 80s vibe big time. And I love that.
You
Everybody
really
does.
love that.
I love
It's
it.
great stuff.
8 o'clock.
You love it?
8
Never
o'clock.
saw it.
I give it an
But
8
I like
o'clock.
I like
It's.
the.
Do you
80s
like
style.
Troll? You
Yeah,
like
I
the
love
Troll
Troll.
movies?
Both
Alright,
of them I
Then you'll
love.
love this movie.
Fucking love those.
That's what I would say to people. This definitely ain't for everyone. If you love Troll, watch this movie. If not,
Did you do both the trolls on this show?
Not yet.
Oh, fuck.
We got a lot of stuff we haven't covered. We haven't done anything from Nightmare on Elm Street.
thousands.
We haven't done the main franchises, really. We're just starting with Evil Dead next.
Hey, I heard that.
Yeah.
Did you hear about
coming
that?
back?
I did.
I'm going to come back and we'll talk to you.
You're coming back too?
I don't know. Probably not
He
after
can.
tonight.
He can if he wants to, but Jared will be back.
Oh, well, yeah.
Jared's coming back.
So you can't
We
sit.
can have
Is
a
he-
face-off.
Is he doing the Reading Rainbow?
No.
Oh, then I might be back.
He just
You
wants. He
can't.
just wants to do Evil Dead.
All right.
Ray, you can't sit in the publisher's chair.
Well, no.
Oh, I mean, we
I'll
gotta
sit on
have
the floor.
Ray back if Jared's coming back. I think we gotta have a face-off finally.
Yeah, we can huddle together more.
Published writer versus non.
DIY.
Self-published.
DIY.
Self-published. Yeah.
I still publish.
Yeah.
Just
He's
do it myself.
self-published.
Did it himself.
I like it, Ray. I like it.
Thank you.
I like to
Do it on your own.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
I read. You sent me the book in a very nice letter.
I did.
Yeah, you gave me a book at a show.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I read it,
I don't know if I got a nice letter
I'm
though.
glad you guys liked it.
and I was
I
scared.
didn't. I just gave it to you.
Thanks.
I was
It's not
scared a
really
little
scared.
bit.
Thanks.
I like that. Let's move into 1981's The Beyond. A young woman inherits an old hotel in Louisiana where, following a series of supernatural accidents, she learns that the building was built over just one of the entrances to hell. Directed by Lucio Fulci, written by Lucio Fulci, Giorgio Maurizio,
Oh, Italian.
and Dardano Sacchetti. What you got?
Tagline: Behind the doorway lies terrifying and unspeakable secrets of hell.
No,
No one who sees it lives to describe it, and you shall live in darkness for all eternity.
Lord, Jesus,
That's the
Lord.
tagline?
That's the tagline.
Holy shit.
Distributed
up.
by Medusa Distribution. This has a Grindhouse releasing. I picked it up. It has a glow in the dark cover. It's beautiful, beautiful transfer.
Beautiful.
3-disc edition from 2014. It's not. I don't think it's out of print yet, but if you like this movie, you buy movies, buy that copy right there. Let's let Josh go first.
So Josh go first.
All right, the Beyond. Is that the name?
Yeah.
Beyond.
I love Fulci. I think he's super awesome. I love the zombie movie he did, and I'm truly grossed out by his effects.
Yeah.
Like, there's something about, like, I can take blood and shit, but then when you start adding foam to it...
Right, and he hates eyeballs. Have you noticed that? He'll get rid of them
Italian,
motherfuckers so goddamn quick.
Italians.
You got eyeballs, you better watch them. Because they're going popping out.
They're going out.
Yeah.
But he fucks with the skin a lot, too, and makes it... You can tell he's really watched a lot of fucking sick shit, because it almost looks like... It's got that real unnatural look to it.
It's very nasty.
Real unnatural.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
And I'm truly like, at some points I'm like, ew.
He has his own look to it. Like you can kind of see it's Fulci.
But let's see a few things. And once again with the music and shit with this, I love how it's edited and like that. And his zombies too, to me, are super awesome.
The best.
They're almost the way they move is like way beyond even Walking Dead walking. I mean, they're just like limp, almost fucking slowly walking, like, you know what I'm saying?
Dead, right?
Dead.
They're
But yeah, just the way they look and the way they just not. I don't know. It's creepy and it has. He's got a flavor in the zombie genre.
Spot on.
What'd you give this?
You know what I go?
He ain't done yet.
Yeah,
Well, are
what's
you
it
done? It seemed like you were winding up.
I am winding up. I give it a 7. I give it a hot 7.
7.
You seen this one?
I haven't seen this one either.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I'm not
This
kidding.
was my first time watching it.
How old's this movie? Give it to me.
1981.
Yeah.
Give me
It's the year of our Lord.
So that's 38 years old. 38.
I know, I'm 38. I was born in 1981.
38 years.
Maybe this was made on your birthday.
It could have
It came
been.
out on your birthday.
But,
Well, happy birthday, Ray.
well, thanks. I'm just saying in
I
general.
missed it.
I
When
haven't
was
got
it?
to see it in February.
Go ahead. February.
Okay.
But so what's this on? What platform can we get it?
This is on. I watched it on Shudder,
Summer babies.
but I'm sure it's probably. You can
Let
probably
me do a Shudder promote here. I love that fucking channel.
It's good.
$5 a month is real good.
Yeah, that to me, if I had to pick one streaming, I couldn't live without that one.
They the thing that's funny is in these horror groups that I'm in, they always post up good. I need some good horror recommendations on Netflix. I'm like, there ain't nothing on there.
Yeah, good.
There ain't fucking nothing on there.
Use
man.
the promo code LRHS on
yeah.
Shudder. 20% off.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
That'd be so good if we got sponsored by Shudder.
I was just sitting there like, holy shit, this is a big
Oh,
announcement.
and Joe Bob.
kidding?
Yeah, are you
Joe
kidding?
Bob, yeah.
Joe Bob on there. You watched that?
I haven't got to see it now.
Are
I don't
you
have Shudder.
fucking
Just
kidding
have
me?
Shudder. Just
What
get
do
a,
you do, Ray?
just
I'm gonna
a
get it. I have
free
You
trial.
can't pitch $5 out of that fucking
I have
thing.
Netflix and Amazon. That's what I watch. So.
The ham is on.
Amazon and
Get
Netflix.
rid of the fucking Amazon for a month.
Oh, no.
Why don't you try that?
No.
No, seriously.
But I'll
no.
get Shudder. I will
Get
do.
Shudder, dude.
I will. Please
There-
stop yelling at me.
No, listen.
Do you
to
work
me.
I will
for
get
Shudder?
I will get
Listen to
Shudder, sir.
Speaking of Shudder, I want to lodge a complaint because there was no subtitles for this movie, and that bummed me out because I need them on these Fulci.
All these fucking streaming
Well-
services need to say something about.
Subtitles?
Yeah, language. It's in another language.
Yeah,
I
I
can't
just,
There's a lot on Shudder.
Yeah.
I just,
Yeah.
You don't like that?
What
I
do you
need
mean?
subtitles. That's
Do you
all.
have a problem against that?
Sometimes when I lay down, I want to kind of just chill. I don't want to read the fucking
Oh yeah.
thing.
No, you have to be.
Yeah.
You have to put time into that.
But don't let me go around looking for a movie like the fucking the
Then
way it
find
looks,
out.
and then turn the movie on and it's fucking Japanese.
I agree.
Right.
I think they do though.
They do.
I think if you like click on it, it'll tell you at least the.
English, Spanish, French.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll tell you what, Kung Fu Hustle's on Netflix, and it's
Get the
the
fuck
and
outta here.
and if you've ever watched that movie, the best way I think to watch it is with the overdubs.
Yeah.
They're hilarious, but they don't have those on fucking Netflix. You have to read subtitles on Kung Fu Hustle. Get your shit together, Netflix.
So what? The version you watched wasn't English dubbed.
It was
That's
dubbed
the only way I've
It
ever
was
seen
dubbed
this
English.
movie.
I still want subtitles though because I want to be able to
Oh,
double check my
okay.
work. I want to be able to see what they're saying sometimes because
I agree with that.
yeah. I thought the sepia tone at the beginning kind of took away from the fantastic Fulci gore that was happening. There's a lot of really cool gore happening at the beginning that could have been, popping with that bright red and those colors. I know why you did it.
Color corrected in this release.
I realized
I didn't watch it on Shudder.
They did it to show you that it was in the previous time or whatever.
Oh no, yeah, I got it.
Like you said, another fabulous score by Fabio Frizzi, huh? I love how the thing. There's one thing that happens and that's caught me off guard. This plumber walks in to go check out the leak in the basement, and he just fucking lights a cigarette up. It stood out to me because in this day and age, if you were anywhere and somebody just fucking walked into your house, just lit up a cigarette, it would be fucking like, "Whoa, buddy, hey,
Who do you think you are?"
I don't know where you think you're at, but
I got kids upstairs.
it's fucking crazy. There was a jump scare in this movie that got me. Normally, jump scares don't really get me. There's a hand that pops out of the wall and removes the plumber's eyeball, like Fulci's known to do. There's a fucking squeaky stretcher in this one scene that was unnecessary. He could have cut that shit out. I know he did it to fucking make you feel uncomfortable, but it's followed up by this scene that is the most confusing scene in the movie, where the girl walks in and the woman has her face melting with acid. Like, this acid is just pouring out of a vase onto a woman's... Really? What happened?
Yeah.
I don't know what happened there. What happened to the woman? Because the girl walks in, screams, then you see a direct shot of a woman laying down on the floor, like, passed out, and then the acid's overflowing out of the vase directly onto her face.
And then her face...
Yeah, and then her face, she melts,
right?
And then that turns into a foam that chases the girl to a containment area where zombies get the girl, and then she's fucking blind for the rest of the movie. She's nothing. You don't see what happens, how that transitioned into anything else. She's just blind.
I don't know.
Most confusing shit ever, man.
You got him.
This movie was a little bit of a slog for me, honestly. Normally, Fulci's a breeze. But there's so much hotel renovation talk. They're just fucking... I kept falling asleep. The spider scene was weird to me. Because another weird scene, because the guy's being eaten alive by tarantulas. He's aware. He's awake.
Can't move.
He's not screaming.
He can't move. He can't speak.
Did they tear out his vocal cords? Is that what happened?
No, he fell off the ladder. And I think he...
Fucked his brain up or something?
Broke his back.
I
don't know.
These spiders
he fell off the ladder and he was
he's
hurt.
Not screaming though.
He couldn't move. He couldn't.
Yeah, he couldn't do it.
I don't know.
But those
Let
spiders.
me sever your spinal cord.
There's basically a few spiders that are real. And
Yeah,
the fake ones look
yes.
fake, just as fake as they are.
I don't know why they did it either. The real spiders are cool, and you only need a couple. You have to have a fake spider when they're tearing his face off. I mean, that was a great kill. I like that. But yeah, those spiders are pretty bad. This
is another one of those movies where they kind of explain away everything that happens because there's a gate to hell open. I'm not a big fan of that because it seems kind of lazy. Like, well, yeah, why did that happen? Well, there's a gate of hell open, so fucking anything can happen. Now we've dealt with digital bears in the past, but this may be our first puppet dog. There's a puppet dog attack. It's pretty...
Again, cool scene. It's a cool scene,
It's great. It's campy. I liked it a lot. You can tell it's a puppet, but...
1981, Frank. Come on, give him a break.
Hey, I had fun at the end. The end of the movie really ramps up. It's really cool at the end. There's a part where this dude says he's going to call the FBI after he realizes that it's a gate to hell. Do the FBI usually deal with gates to hell? Hey guys, we got a gate to hell happening.
That's the Ghostbusters.
Yeah, that's a good call. Yeah, like I said, the last
dummy.
The last half hour of this movie is really great. It's got a ton of effects. The score is really ramps up at the end. It's a thoroughly good time. If the entire movie could be like this, it would have been fucking way better. We got a side conversation.
Yeah, I'm trying.
What are you guys talking about? Taproot again?
He said. He didn't think
what did I say? What did I say?
Is he
you got a rat on me?
No. No,
What is
Say
so
it,
fucking
Randy.
funny?
Tell the rest of the classroom.
I can't.
What is so funny?
You lean it over and whisper it to me, and Frank's in the middle of something. It made me laugh. I look like an idiot.
What
What are you doing?
Don't snort at me. Don't you snort at me. All right. Let's go. Keep going,
I gave
Brian.
this an 8. It's my least favorite Fulci movie, but I don't think I can give a Fulci movie anything lower than an 8.
Yeah, you can't. You fucking.
He's really good, and he's got a lot of great collaborators. If anybody can truly explain the ending, I would like some insight on that, because it's just them
It
standing.
ends in hell.
Is that what's going on?
They
Because
go
they're
to hell.
blind and there's
They go
Like
to
all
hell.
things do, right? Right.
They went to hell.
What the hell? So what's your
Explained
thing?
it. So we finally got the Gates of Hell trilogy review. This is the second
They're open.
installment. Zombie haunted house movie. And I get Fulci's not for everyone. Like all the good things that you said about him, someone could really not like him for that. Like if you want Walking Dead, you want new horror movies, you're not gonna like Fulci. But he always has a distinct tone, very cinematic. Everything's really atmosphere. Like you could tell, he just puts everything he has into every single scene. The music's great, practical effects. They really went overboard with the acid, the foam, and what you talked about. The spiders was rough. The dog's rough. Eyeball mutilation. Again, the Italians. I don't know what they have against them. The acting is okay. It's hard for me to get a real good judge when it's not everything, but when it's overdubbed in English, and it's not. This had the original audio track on it, but I've only ever seen it with English dub, so that's the way I wanted to watch it. The doctor though, the doctor just unloading 3 or 4 shots, then he gets them in the head, then they go down. The next one, 3 or 4 shots.
That
In the
pissed
head,
me off.
like, you're a
fucking
doctor,
too.
man. Can't you see, destroy the brain?
I've seen that.
I don't know. He just unloads on
You
them.
you gotta be smarter than that.
The lighting and the fog and the sound effects that he uses, I just love it. Like this is like food for my soul. Fulci is just he just makes me feel good.
I just pictured a book that's "Food for My Soul" by Jason Miller. Picture of fucking.
I love
I think you
Fulci.
got a T-shirt there.
Yeah.
I can't recommend the Gates of Hell trilogy enough. I give this one a 9.
Well, that's approved. It's,
Oh, for sure.
you haven't seen this, right?
No, not this one.
Man, oh Lord.
Of course not.
Behind the Mask: The Rise of Leslie Vernon. The next great psycho horror slasher has given the documentary crew exclusive access to his life as he plans his reign of terror over the sleepy town of Glen Echo. Directed by Scott Glosserman. IMDb claims that he's been announced as the producer, writer, director of B4TM, which is supposed to be before this movie.
Okay.
But that was 2017, so who knows? This movie was written by Scott Glosserman and David J. Steve. What do you have?
Tagline: Jason, Freddy, Myers, we all need someone to look up to. Distributed by Anchor Bay. Out on Blu-ray through Scream Factory 2018. I have the Anchor Bay Blu-ray, but it's absolutely bare bones. I don't even think there's a title menu. You put it in, it plays. That's it.
Well, you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Absolutely.
Why, you like that?
Yeah.
We had actually talked about that, but
I've I've read a few things about it at first. I seen it. Right away, the name puts me off. It makes me feel like some kind of fucking sci-fi shit fest. So it makes me not. Or it sounds like a documentary, which kind of has a documentary.
it's like a mockumentary.
Yeah, right.
Kind of like The Office feel to it.
Yeah. So I passed on it. I'm trying to get a fucking review out here.
Yeah, what was going on?
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to give a fucking review over here. Could you fucking pull it together?
Give that guy a fidget spinner over there.
I just want him yawning again. If this is so fucking boring to you.
I'm not bored. I was just moving my chair, my back.
Just a minute, we'll get to you.
My back.
Have you seen this one?
I haven't seen this one.
God.
I'm sorry.
What the fuck do you do?
You're going to have to get a bad review ready to
I
go.
mow yards.
I just asked him if he wanted to come up tonight. You know, that's attack.
Oh,
3 hours?
Anyway, he just found out about coming
He
in
mowed
tonight.
grass for 3 hours today.
Yeah, for like
He's a homeowner.
Damn, I'm
He
sorry.
loved it.
He's a
I
published
did like
author.
it.
I love you.
All right.
But anyways, yeah. So, I don't know. Someone ended up watching it, and one of y'all said to watch it, because it was good.
This is my first time, so it wasn't.
So it must have been Jason.
Probably.
Yeah. It probably was.
He's like, I got it. You should watch it.
So I finally watched it.
Am I in trouble?
Yes, it's from someone, and yeah, I liked it a lot. I liked the.
Oh.
I liked it. In your
Yelling at me.
tagline,
And you recommend it.
and then it was fucking. When it came on, they started talking about Jason Ford. I don't know. There's something about when a horror movie references. Like the other things, I kind of already puts my mind into it's going to be kind of a shitty film. So I was worried about it, but it ended up turning out great. I liked the dude who played Leslie.
Right.
That dude was super cool. I don't remember his name off my head. And Scott Wilson was in it too, and he's a fucking phenomenal. Right, Scott Wilson? You know Scott Wilson.
Absolutely. Played Herschel in The Walking Dead.
Thank you.
Is he dead?
Yeah, he passed
Oh
away.
yeah.
Oh yeah, he's dead. Dead Georgia.
2 years now, 2 or 3 years now.
He died in Georgia on a lonely road.
He's the skeleton now.
Our life.
But but yeah, I liked it a lot. I also liked the aspect of it where it was this documentary, and it really had that documentary feel to it.
Right.
So yeah, I liked it a lot. I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10.
Oh.
Oh,
Go ahead. What do you
it's
got?
approved. I haven't seen it.
Remember, he's just coming to hang out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like you said, Scott Wilson's in this. You also got Robert Englund and Zelda Rubinstein, and Kane Hodder makes a small cameo. Evidently, according to IMDb, the Eugene character that Scott Wilson plays is intended to be an older version of Billy from 1974's Black Christmas.
I haven't heard of that.
It doesn't make sense to me. They don't try to connect it in any way. They don't make him do some weird phone call or anything. This movie, like Slither, is filled to the brim with cross references to other films. I like that. I like that it takes place in a world where like Freddy and Jason and Michael Myers and even Chucky, I think they mentioned, they all are existent and known things. And the thing that took me out of it was a little bit was I was like, how did they end up making a connection and starting this whole documentary where this film crew is going to follow this murderer around it? Like, I wish they would have showed how that happened. Not that it matters. It's just a kind of a goofy ass movie. I love Robert Englund in this movie. I wish he would have had more to do because he's basically Dr. Loomis. He looks kind of like Loomis. He's chasing the killer down. I'll tell you what though, the portrayal of pot smokers in this movie is way off course, and we got to stop this shit. It's like blackface to cannabis users. They make these fucking dudes are so stupid. It's ridiculous. Anyways, the movie's really fun. The actor who plays Leslie is fantastic, both when he's comical and when he's seriously killing everybody. It's a solid 9 for me, and I hope they make this prequel film or whatever. But if you watched all the way through the credits, they could make a sequel too. Because did you guys watch to the end of the credits? Where
in the mortuary or
the
whatever.
burned up body sits up.
Don't spoil it for Ray over
I
here.
did already.
Sorry.
Sorry. It's been out since what year?
Yeah, 2006.
2006.
I dropped the ball on that.
So what do you say?
Really cool concept. So definitely for fans of slashers, it covers all those tropes and how things happen the way they do. Really like the insight part of it. Not too many on-screen kills, but I don't know. Considering it's a mockumentary and he's showing you everything, I guess I expected a lot more kills, but it's still good. The acting was good. The cast was, I thought, really good for a lower budget movie. Set design looked awesome. The house, the orchard, where it was like the final place, like that. It looks great. They did great with that. It has a barn, a tool shed, like it has everything there that I want. The sound design stood out. Has synth music, great sound effects. And read this one, Frank. What's that say?
How about those big nipples, Frank?
Do you remember seeing those big nipples? Do you remember seeing big nipples? Big old nipples in them.
Oh yeah. Whenever
I was like, Frank's got to be saying something.
Whenever
about
he's
those
explaining, I was watching it with my wife when that came up, and she wasn't paying attention. But she would have been like, "What are you watching?" If she would have just looked up. Yeah,
I think it needs a sequel. I gave it an 8.
That's some puffy ones.
puffs. So, what did you think?
What you didn't watch it here?
Oh, you already did it.
Yeah, some bitch.
Fucking idiot. Fucking idiot.
I think it's approved, right?
Oh yeah.
Ding!
Sizzle it.
Thought I had more 5-word reviews written down.
Is that it? Is that everything?
That's all of them for this episode. The only 5-word reviews I have written down here are for The Beyond. Doug Rinaldi says, I hate that fucking kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get it. Angela Mollet says, Fulci, zombies, spiders, I'm blind. So that's how they feel about the movie, I guess. Movies for next month.
What we got?
Evil Dead franchise. We're hitting Evil Dead 1, Evil Dead 2. I'm going to tell you about Army of Darkness. And then the remake from whatever year that was. I've never seen that one. So
It's going to be a good episode. Right, Ray?
Absolutely.
Have you seen those movies?
I've seen all of them.
Do you like the remake?
You got
Right off the bat?
Tune in. We'll be here.
I've seen the TV series too.
I'll
Do
have
you
to.
like the remake? Well, let's wait.
You'll find out.
Oh, yeah.
Shit, I like the remake.
I'll have to. I'm telling you, I watched it one time when it first came out. I must have been offended because I haven't watched it since, but I'm going to watch it again.
There we go.
How's that?
We're also
I
going
agree.
to...
Yeah,
Is that good?
yeah, absolutely.
All right.
There's an unrated version out there, but it's... I don't know how you're going to watch it, but if you can, try to find the unrated version. I've never seen that one.
I don't know.
It was just
I
released
bought
a few
it. I
months
don't know
ago.
whether mine's unrated or not.
I remember
got-
not liking the possessed people
It wasn't released.
until like the third possessed girl or something like that. I'll go into more detail.
We'll go into more detail.
Yeah.
We're also gonna. I'm
Okay,
gonna.
all right.
What else we got?
We got another. We'll have another episode. We'll be coming out with Puppet Master: The Littlest Right.
Oh, for Christ.
You said you wanted to do Terror Vision.
I'll do. Yeah, we'll do television.
Jason's selecting Mountain. Jason's selecting Mountaintop Motel Massacre and Savage
God.
Weekend. So
Jason,
Slashers. You'll like them.
where the hell would we get those at? Where's those on? Yeah.
pirate
Preview
hooks,
it.
man. You still got your pirate hooks out?
Well, preview where you can catch some of them.
Well, I don't know, man. Puppet Master: The Little Strike is on Shudder. Jason, you'll have to borrow.
I got them on Blu-ray, but you live
Yeah.
30 miles
I
away.
can get them.
We'll figure it out.
Arr.
We'll figure it out. We'll maybe have a putt locker situation.
Yeah.
I use that sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see you next time.
Hey, thank you. Hey, thanks for having me, Tingle
Yeah.
Beans.
Well,
Look at you.
Look forward to
Mountain Man.
Look like the hacksaw
Has
just
the
done.
Vandal seen you lately?
Mother's Day.
What does she
think
think
of you?
about you?
Wonderful.
You look like hacksaw Jim Duggan, those fucking
Look how
rosy
clean
lips.
cut Hitler is. Or
Look at Reagan. So you really didn't like that then?
It just made me laugh, but I was like, oh man. there's a lot of
superior
people-
race.
If the wrong
You're
people
literally-
see it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I laugh because it was fucking.
Yeah, of course course you
Me
laughed.
looking like Hitler. Of course I
Yeah,
laughed.
that was the funniest. God, I
But at the
laughed.
same time, I was like, "Oh man, people I work with." How am I going to explain? It's just Josh.
Imagine if somebody, can you imagine if somebody like printed out a bunch of those and hung them up around your work? Like, look
Yeah.
at what Randy does on the weekends.
He's having fun.
He's
out.
joking around about Nazi
He's
stuff.
at one of his rallies.
Yeah. I don't say
Dayton
that. I'm sorry,
Oh, that's all right. And I was like, I wasn't really.
It was
mad.
a little
I
out of
was
line.
like, really?
but I thought that's what was so funny about it.
Well, yeah.
So.
Nobody was expecting you to drop a edited Nazi face of me in the middle of that.
I love it.
It was magical.
Post. Yeah.
Well, anyways, we'll see you guys later.
Hey, bye. Talk to you later. See ya.
Bye.
Night. Come here, give me a kiss.
Ah.
Give Grandma a kiss.
Get over here,
Give
old
Grandma
dog.
a kiss.